Imagine this. You do a video and you talk about the relationship between the mainstream media and Big Pharma. Which is like this. I don't claim to be a doctor. I'm not no doctor. I'm not no scientist and shit. You know, none of that shit. You know. Never did. You know. I was also talking about how CNN was tripling down, still tripling down, you know, still doing their shit, you know. And so I went on my phone, did a video, you know. But I got an email. Here, let me read it to you guys. YouTube removed your content. Hello, hi, Anonymous Republic Network. Our team has reviewed your content, and unfortunately, we think it violates our medical misinformation policy, in which it had nothing to do with medical information or medical misinformation bullshit, you know. We removed the following content from YouTube. MSM, Big Pharma relations, very fishy. We know you might be disappointed, but it's important for us that YouTube is a safe place for all. If content breaks our rules, we remove it. If you think we made a mistake, you can appeal. And we can take another look. Keep reading our detail. How your content violated the policy? YouTube does not allow claim about COVID-19 vaccinations that contradict expert consensus from a local health authority or the World Health Organization. You know, I never said anything about COVID, anything about the shot, but I did mention the shot, but not in that manner though. How this affects your channel, because it's your first time, this is just a warning. If it happens again, your channel will get a strike and you won't be able to do things like upload, post, or live stream for a week. What to do next? We want to help you stay on YouTube, so please make sure you follow the YouTube community guidelines and strike basis. Review your content with our policy in mind. If after reviewing your content we think we made a mistake, let us know. You know what, YouTube, go fuck yourself. You can appeal here. So, I mean, it never really violated anything, but you know how YouTube is. We think. We think. I don't really care what they think. You know, I really don't give a shit what they think. You know. I mean, it really makes no sense at all here. I mean, it just I just think that there are so much that I mean it's like how many people got taken down, had a video taken down, even though they're talking about, look, for example, I was mentioning Joe Rogan's podcast, you know, and how he had Sanjay Gupta on his podcast and shit like that, and he called CNN a liar, which CNN is a liar. I mean, they lie, but again, it's the shareholders that are in charge. You know, the whole entire bullshit thing. I'm sitting here reading this email. All I can say in my head is like, what the fuck? What the fuck? What the fuck? You know? And again, I claim to be, I am not a doctor, I'm not a scientist, but I've done some research, I've read, you know, but yet, I did a video, and for some reason, it got taken down. I wasn't giving out any kind of medical information because I'm not a doctor. I don't claim to be one. No. But, you know, it makes no sense that here I'm talking about the relationship between the media and Big Pharma, you know. Because every time we watch a news program, it'll say, Good Morning America, sponsored by Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson or sponsored by what the fuck, you know, or like AC360 or something like that, sponsored by Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson, that kind of shit, you know, that kind of shit, you know. But it got taken down. It got taken down. You know, this is very, very much bullshit, you know. Real bullshit, you know. I wasn't giving out any kind of medical terms or whatnot, you know. I wasn't talking about COVID or whatnot, you know. But the thing is, I was talking about how it's fishy about the relationship between the media and Big Pharma, you know. That's all it was. You know. I'm not a doctor. I'm not a scientist. I mean, I was not even giving out any kind of goddamn anything on COVID. I wasn't talking about COVID, you know. And so YouTube says we think it violates our what was it? What they said here. they said. We think it violates our medical misinformation policy. Really? YouTube? My content violated your medical misinformation policy, even though I wasn't talking about or giving out any information. But yet, you think it violates what you think. And this is how far, you know, the video was uploaded. Yesterday. And I'm sitting here just like, man, you know, it really pisses me off, you know, that they think or we believe, we think, we believe. And they hire these fucking idiots, you know, that have an agenda, you know. That it just pisses me off, man. It does. It really pisses me off because I'm not no doctor. I don't claim to be one, you know. Again, you know, I'm not no scientist, you know. But I do read, I do research, you know. I like to read, you know, whatever's interesting, you know. I mean, we all do research. You know? We all want to read, to look out the information, you know. And so, you know, like, I do want to leave YouTube, but I still believe that it's a good platform. But what's wrong with it is that any kind of video that you do has nothing to do with COVID or anything, nothing to do with what's going on now, you know. And they'll review it and they'll that term, we think it violates our so-and-so guideline or our policy. You know what? They can take that policy and shove it up their fucking ass, dude, you know. I was not violating any damn policy at all. I was just talking about the relationship between the media and Big Pharma, and as well as the Joe Rogan podcast, man, because again, CNN and Don Lemon still tripled down and kept saying that Joe Rogan was taking a horse to worm, which, you know, I mean, if you think about it, it's about money. It's about money, dude. It's about money. Okay? Dave Chappelle said, you know, I mean, you cannot blame the LGBT community for what's going on here. It's about money. It's about corporate money. You know, it's about money. It's about money. You know, it's always happened. It always will be about money. You know? Don't matter what it is. You know? And the shareholders, the whole stock and companies and networks and shit, they're the ones that had to say so and shit. Even through the lawyers, they have to say so. It's really shitty, that shareholders have the say. Right? Shareholders. You have shareholders that hold stock on YouTube, and they got that ad-friendly bullshit, right? 2016. Channels were taken down, removed through a damn purge. Videos were removed because it wasn't advertiser friendly. I don't have ads. I don't have sponsors. Because if I did, they wouldn't like my content. They wouldn't like what I talk about. Like this here. Because to them it's like it's not advertiser friendly. Okay, go fuck yourself. I don't care about your advertisers now. But I care about my free speech. I'm not here. I'm not here giving out any kind of medical information. I'm just talking about right now, as we speak, YouTube's bullshit. So I bet this will be taken down the same day too. Right today, actually, later today. I don't know, but because of the language, I just think like it's bullshit. It is bullshit. And these little pint-sized, so easily offended, so crying to the mommies and shit, complaining, Mom, he said YouTube, really, motherfucker. Look, they have an agenda, Susan Wojcicki also has an agenda herself, man. Like, what the fuck, bitch, You're gonna tell me I can't even talk about the relations between the media and Big Pharma, you fucking cunt? It's really bullshit. It has nothing to do with the medical misinformation policy. It had nothing to do with that yesterday. Not one bit at all. But yet, I talked about the media and Big Pharma relations, and also I get taken down. Their reason. We think it violates the medical misinformation policy. Really, dude? Really? You're gonna sit and tell me, you do, that my content yesterday violated, okay? It never did, but we think it violated the medical misinformation policy. Suck my dick, dude. Come on, man. It really, like, it's like, at one point, all this shit is gonna make people go somewhere else. Go somewhere else. It will. It will. Because, you know, I mean, it's like, you know, you have so much crap of people. Like, they hired 10,000 people who work for the Southern Poverty Law Center. 10,000 stupid motherfuckers. And they're the ones. They're the ones who's monitoring our content all the fucking time, right? All the damn time, right? So they hired them to monitor your content every day. Every day. Every goddamn day, right? Every day. Right? And they'll come out with some damn reason, okay? Some fucking reason to remove your content because they don't like it. They don't like the information. Even though you take days, weeks, even months to do research on something, and you talk about the research on your video, then all of a sudden they look at, seems like they violated our so-and-so policy. What do you think they violated our so-and-so? Whatever. You know, they think. That's like, I did a video about, I had 2 videos taken down in 2018. And this was like long after. Like, 2018 was the year, February of 2018, where I was talking about the shooting, you know, the post, you know, shooting and whatnot. Talk about, you know, but it was mostly questions, you know, questions right now. So, and after the video, that the first one. The video, they said the reason it was taken down because it was harassing, threatening, some other shit, you know. And it violated a community guideline, which it was questions, you know. Talking points, you know. There was no threatening. There was no harassing. See, what they do is they'll give off a reason. Shit. They'll give off a reason. Okay, they'll give off a reason why they took down your content, you know. And like my video that they took down yesterday. We think they violate the American immigration policy. What the fuck, dude? I'm talking about the relation between the media and Big Pharma, you know. Then all of a sudden, like, we think that it violated the misinformation. Go fuck yourself, you know. Because when you look at a program, it'll say sponsored by Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson, all that shit, you know. But yet they think it violated a medical misinformation policy, there was nothing about COVID at all. There was not whatsoever mentioning of COVID-19. Okay? No mention of that. And not one time. No. I've also talked about Joe Rogan's podcast. You know, he had Sanjay Gupta on his podcast, and he was talking about how he had COVID, you know, and he announced that he had it. Yeah. And that's the only time I mentioned it. There was no information. It was because Joe Rogan admitted, you know, he had COVID. But he went through a treatment where he took ivermectin, you know, and how it was a Nobel Prize winning study, you know, and it was a medication that was for humans, and it was used for decades, you know, to battle malaria, other diseases and whatnot. But I didn't get any further than that, you know. And but I didn't give out any misinformation or any kind of information because, again, I'm no doctor, I'm no scientist, you know. But I do read, you know. I do read, and it's kind of weird because, you know, that YouTube would have the balls to say, we think it violates the medical misinformation policy. What the fuck? Not one time. Not one time, man. Like, you know, again, I'm no doctor, I'm no scientist, man, but I do have common sense, though. But it is weird. It is weird and bizarre because when you look at the SARS flu, the bird flu, and nobody wore a mask. I don't know if anybody got the shot when at the time there was the swine flu and the bird flu. I don't know if anybody got the shot for it. I mean, I don't know. But here we have to wear a mask, and also you got to get the shot, right? Aren't we allowed to ask questions? Aren't we allowed to ask questions here? I mean, I do ask questions because I want to know. As a fucking human being, I have a right to ask questions. I have a right to do research by reading things here, you know. I am not a doctor. I don't claim to be one. Again, I'm no scientist. I don't claim to be one. But I do read because I want some information, like everybody else. Right? You know, you read, you know. And they're trying to tell us you're not allowed to ask questions. Well, fuck you. I am going to ask questions because I want to know A, B, and C. And so, here I got my video taken down yesterday. Again, talking about the relations between the media and Big Pharma. Because again, if you look at, say, a certain news network or news program, so-and-so sponsored by Pfizer or Johnson & Johnson, all that bullshit, But still, it was taken down. And YouTube claims it violates, we think it violated the American misinformation policy. Really, how? How did my content violate the American misinformation policy? That shit, I don't think it did. I don't believe it did. Because it's my fucking content. It's my content that is for you guys to come to your own conclusions, to let you think for a while, but even YouTube thinks we still think it still violates the American misinformation. Or go fuck yourself. I lost 4 subscribers this month. I lost 4 subscribers this month. I'm at 600 again. It took me a long time to reach 600 subscribers. And when I did, I got emotional because, I busted my ass. I'm still going through the bullshit, I'm trying to grow. But it seems that YouTube and the cocksuckers that monitor your shit, your content, is trying to keep the little guy down. Trying to keep the little guy down. I'm still considered the little guy on YouTube. I thought with my content I could be at least 10,000 by now, or 1,000 by now, but no. Why can't they keep you at 600? It does piss me off, man, because it's just that it's really chicken shit, that I'm trying to grow. Next month will be 10 years, and I'm going to be all November on my other channel doing videos all November to celebrate 10 years on YouTube. 10 fucking years. 10 years on YouTube. On that channel. Here, this came out in 2015. Okay. So, let's see, 16, 17, 18, 19. 6 years on this channel. Busting my ass. Yeah. Busting my ass. And it does suck, you know. I've been at this since 2017. And but I'm trying to grow, man. I'm trying to grow. And it seems that the little bastards that hired by YouTube is trying to keep the little guy down, you know? But there's lots of us that are trying to grow, trying to get viewers, you know. But one time I was told, why don't you write a script? Write a script. Write a goddamn script. If I write a script, I would feel like I am being fake. I don't like being fake. I want to be real. I've never written a script. And all my 10 years on YouTube, I've never, ever written a script. Never. Not one time. You know, and I've never even thought about writing one. Because I want to be real. I want to be me. Me. But it seems that to YouTube, I'm too much of me. I want to apologize to the ones who I have offended yet. Please be patient. I'll get to you shortly. To all the whiners at YouTube, I want to apologize for calling you stupid. I thought you guys already knew. To the ladies of The View, if you move your asses as much as you move your mouth, you'll be well fit. But to my viewers, you guys are awesome. I love you guys. I really love you guys. Ladies and gents, I love you guys. You are the best viewers ever. I want to thank you guys for watching my content. But fortunately, you know, it's really chicken shit. You know, if you've ever been through what I have been through, I mean, I can admit I've been through I've been through where every content creator been through. Do a video, upload it, gets taken down. Got a strike. Can't stream for 90 days. Been there, done that twice. Total 6 months. I've had videos taken down without notice, not an email, nothing. Like every other content creator, I've been there, done that. Except I've never had a channel suspend for any weird reason, because I have no reason to have my channel suspended, because I never really did anything where I crossed the line, like to where I've said something or did something to cause my channel to get suspended, you know. Because I do follow the TOS, I do follow the community guideline, but it seems that whatever content that I'm doing, it seems that YouTube's dumbass squad seems to think that either my video violated the man community policy or the community guideline, and they give off some dumbass reason like you're harassing, threatening, getting that bullshit there, you know. Which, again, I ask questions. I talk about things that I question. But even that, to a point where YouTube would think you violated the community guidelines. Okay, if I did, again, for example, I was asking questions on the shooting that happened in 2018, early 2018, and I had no theories at all. Just questions, you know. What I read and what I heard and everything else. But now now recently Nick Cruz pled guilty. Okay. And so the FBI that same day arrested his younger brother, his brother. And the news was that they arrested his brother and they said he had a gun on him. I'm thinking like, okay, now I asked the question was, when the FBI arrested his brother, now, did he have a gun on him already? Or did the FBI plant one on him just to arrest him and shit? So, there's some factors, I think, that maybe they were the reason why they were taken down. And I had 90 days where I couldn't stream or upload for 90 days and whatnot. So, I did a second video talking about David, you know, that little fucker. Like, he claims to be, he was there. Well, there was some videos that he did, but there was one that really blew his claim out of the water, like completely out of the water, you know. And he was exposed as being a liar, you know. But for being a little whiny little bitch that he is, he tried to get sponsored poll from Laura Ingraham's program because she didn't mock him, okay? Never mocked him, never made fun of him. She reported that some schools did not accept him because of his SAT scores and shit. And he got butthurt and he whined like a bitch. And he tweeted, "We need sponsors to back through, like, you know, But the thing is, it backfired because, only 3, 4 kind of. But the thing is, these little fuckers, these little bastards, whining, bitch, that. No. But the thing is, because of the shooting, they passed a law in Florida that you cannot own a gun at 18 years old. You cannot own a gun, or even hold a gun, or even shoot a gun at 18 years old. But that was reversed a little bit. But he had all these anti-gun little shits for months, missing class and shit, having fun. Yeah, everybody, how you doing? Fuck you. We got no homework to do. While the pro-gun people, students, were not allowed to have a say. So, like, really? You'll give a platform to an anti-gun student who, but you're not going to give a pro-gun student a voice to hear their side? See, they use the school shootings to have a cause of anti-gun. Now, I want every single dumbass, anti-gun dumbass, to understand what the Second Amendment is about. Read the Second Amendment. And when you're doing that, put your feelings in your pocket and actually read the damn Second Amendment. And so I did 2 videos that year. And on July 3rd of 2018, which was the ending of the strike, the 90-day ban for the first video, all of a sudden, boom! Hit with another 90 days. Oh, man. Shit. Not another 90-day ban. I could not stream. I could not, do this. Upload, So, same thing. The reason it was taken down. The reason we believe it violated the community guidelines. The reason for the video to be removed, harassment, threatening, that. The whole thing, the whole. It gave no reason. There was no harassment. There was no harassment. There was no any of that shit. Threatening, harassing, all that. Like, dude. Here we're not allowed to question. Why? So I'm sitting here, I'm thinking like, hey, well, somebody at the top that doesn't like anybody having a content where you're questioning anything about the shooting, but period, whatever. But now, you're not allowed to question the WHO, the NIH, whole COVID thing. You're not allowed to, all this crap, all this shit that but the thing is, we have every right to question the COVID bullshit. We have a right to question the vaccine bullshit. Again, I'm no doctor, I'm no scientist, okay? None of that shit, okay? But again, as a human being, we have a right to question. To question, we research, we read this shit. We read on, okay, we read, and we do a long reading, like, we hear it on the news here, but it's kind of like, okay, well, see, so, we spend hours reading and whatnot, and so, that's like, it's like doing a content about diabetes, right? I'm diabetic. I take insulin. I take medication for my diabetes. Now, that's like me talking about diabetes and me being diabetic and taking insulin and medication, and that being taken out. And again, we think about nature, medical make policy. Really, like that would be the thing that they would give a reason why we think, because I'm talking about me being diabetic, having diabetes, type 2 diabetes, which I have. It runs in my family, both my mom's family and my mom. I have type 2 diabetes. I take insulin and medication. Diabetes run in my mom's side of the family and my dad's side of the family, And my grandmother, who passed away on January of '95, I just turned 19. And she had kidney failure. And she was in her 70s when she died. My grandfather, he died about, I would say, 11 months after my son was born. My son was 10 months old when he died. And it took a toll on me because I looked up to my grandfather. I looked up to him, and even though he couldn't speak English, he spoke Spanish. It was like, I still even to this day I still even to this day I still look up to my grandfather. As a kid, to this day I still idolize my dad. To this day I still idolize my grandfather because my grandfather, him and my grandmother came to this country during World War II. My grandfather was born in 1912. My grandmother was born, was it 1914 or 1916? And if they were alive today, they'd be over 100. Over 100. And my grandfather will be 100. No, over 100. I would say, like, was it 100 and... see, 109? 109? My grandmother would be about 100 and... 105, 106. they're still alive. But it's just that they raised my grandparents had 8 kids. My father is the youngest of 8, and my oldest, my the oldest was my late aunt who passed away in 2016. I think it was like late October, no, about November of 2020. Was it November of 2016? And she was the oldest, and my dad was the youngest. Is the youngest. But diabetes does run in my dad's family, also my mom's family. My grandmother is diabetic. My late grandfather was diabetic. I don't know. My one uncle was diabetic. My mom's diabetic. But it's known fact that if a woman has gives birth to a baby that's 9 pounds and over, they become diabetic. When I was born, I was 9'3". And my son, when he was born, he was 9 pounds 11 ounces. Even 9 pounds is still big. My son's mom became diabetic because my son was 9 pounds 11 ounces, and it can get really fucked up. Even if I talk about my diabetes, and what you should do, how again, it would be kind of fucked up if I did a content where I talk about my diabetes and how to manage it, or even talk about it. If it's taken down by YouTube, because diabetes is, a lot of people in California have become diabetic in California. A lot of people, but you have to learn how to manage what to do, what to kick out, what to manage. You gotta kick the sweets. Kick out the sweets. Because it can really raise your sugar level, your sugar level and shit. To me, it's scary. It is scary. You gotta manage your intake, balance what you eat, like the grams, but I went to my doctor's last week, and he wasn't too happy with me, and I'm not blaming him one bit, because my sugar level was around 230 something. And boy, was he mad. Not mad as in, no, just not mad, but morally disappointed, And this morning I took my blood sugar level, 129. Yes. felt good. Felt like, dude, you know. And I'm like, this here makes me happy, man. Like, dude. And I felt happy to sit number 129. 129. 129. Damn. No midnight raids. No eating after midnight. Don't worry, there's no gremlins. I did not multiply. But what I like to do is I want you guys to watch this video, because it means a lot to me to share this with you guys. Please leave a like, subscribe, comment below, hit the bell for notification. And if you've got this transmission, you are the resistance. I'm Agent Grimlock. Guys, King of the Grim. Always live healthy, happy. Always live healthy, happy life. I love you guys. Knowledge is free. Knowledge is power. Now I'll see you guys in that video. All right? Peace out. Godspeed.